37 years with the Rover company. That's Miss Nellie Dilmott's record, but the car goes back farther than that. It's a 1909 single-cylinder Rover, and like Miss Dilmott, it's still going strong and facing the future with confidence. Billy Woods drives, and they're all, in the Rover family, on their way to a gathering which spans 4 or 5 decades of the company's history, 43 years of which have been watched by Commissioner George Tilley. Joint Managing Directors Maurice Wilkes and LGT Farmer inspect a rather more recent job, a 1924 14-horsepower Rover, and more recent still, the current Rover 105. 3 cars in the same fine tradition, each ahead of its time. But today's celebration is concerned primarily with people. It's a dinner for employees who have worked a quarter of a century or more for the Rover company. And each of them is to receive a presentation gold wristwatch to mark the occasion. Mr. E.G. Commander, a director of the company and its oldest employee, receives his watch from Mr. Albert Allen, the second oldest, both 19th century recruits. Mr. Commander, in turn, goes on to present watches to other long-service directors and employees. Mr. O. Poppy, Executive Director Production at Solihull, has been with the company for 28 years. Mr. Farmer and all the other directors take part in the presentation ceremony. And here's a proud family record. The 4 Payne brothers from the Tisley Works, Sidney, Charles, Harry and Christopher, all of whom qualify for this long service presentation with 126 years of Rover service between them. Mr. Maurice Wilkes presents Miss Nellie Dilmott with her watch. It's not really surprising that this long service gathering is such a large one. For men and women who are proud of their skill and have earned the right to be proud of it over the years, prefer to stay with a company which has also earned the right to be proud of its own high standards. Also a pioneer, but the newest pioneer of all, Jet 1, the first gas turbine car in the world. Jet 1 played an important part in the Rover Company's automobile gas turbine research program over the past 10 years, and now, its task completed, it's on its way to the Science Museum in South Kensington to take its place alongside other historic products of man's technique and ingenuity. Mr. Tony Worcester drives, with the museum's assistant keeper, Mr. C.F. Caunter, as passenger. Mr. Maurice Wilkes hands over the keys to the director of the museum, Dr. T.C.F. Morrison Scott. Other Rover turbine cars are carrying on the research work, but the Science Museum now holds the car which set up the world's first records for this brand new class, including 151 miles an hour for the flying mile, a car which has blazed a trail to the future. Filling up at Paddington is a special train on its way to celebrate both a birthday and a new arrival. The birthday, the 10th anniversary of the launching of the now world-famous Land Rover. The newcomer, fruit of those 10 years of experience, the Land Rover Series 2. Among the guests is writer and traveller Barbara Toy, Basil Cardew and Gordon Barraclough, John Bolster, Colonel Lawrence van der Post, the renowned explorer. The train arrives at Solihull Station. It is not the only Land Rover special bringing visitors to Solihull, for the celebrations last for several days to give the various groups of experts the maximum opportunity to see Solihull at work and inspect the Series 2. Today, as you will have gathered, is Press Day, specially arranged for the men and women who keep the public in touch with what is going on in the motor engineering world. And although journalists are cautious with their enthusiasm, there's an unmistakable air of expectancy today. For every one of the writers driving into the Solihull plant would agree that the Land Rover, in its 10 years of life, has established a reputation second to none in the world. And the launching of a new version of this remarkable vehicle is quite an occasion, even for the most hardened of motoring correspondents. A party atmosphere, which is quite right and proper for a birthday. But there's a lot more serious discussion going on than is usual at a birthday party. The Rover technicians who have produced this go-anywhere, do-anything vehicle and brought it through 10 years of development to a stage worth celebrating are cornered and questioned about the Series 2. Mr. Lloyd Dixon presents the key to the owner of the first Land Rover Series 2, and from this moment, the new version is in service. Rally motorist and journalist Nancy Mitchell looks on as the birthday cake is cut by Dudley Noble. Barbara Toy and Colonel van der Post can both testify to the Land Rover's success in outlandish parts of the world. And the export figures speak even more convincingly, for up to the present, 3 out of every 4 Land Rovers produced have gone overseas. And now for the Series 2 production lines. 3 basic models are available: the regular, the long, and the long station wagon. Other Series 2 versions are on the way. It's a great tribute to the soundness of the original design that no fundamental alteration was needed. The Series 2 has all the ruggedness and reliability of its predecessor, with the fruit of 10 years of experience in the shape of certain refinements to engine, suspension, steering, bodywork, and driver and passenger comfort. In brief, the Series 2 is a sleeker version of the Land Rover, which has already proved itself in every climate, on every job, and over every type of terrain. The production line is impressive, but it's the practical test that counts. So the visitors are taken on a cross-country run in various types of Series 2, a run that leaves nothing out. The end of the run, Chadwick Manor, where lunch is waiting. Rover's confidence in their new baby is justified when their visitors arrive on time and with unimpaired appetites. And needless to say, the vehicles themselves are quite untouched by the ordeal. Roads, fields, or ditches, it's all the same to them. Lunch provides an opportunity for another question and answer session with the experts, and then the journalists are invited to try the Series 2 for themselves. You can't fool a motoring journalist. He wants to try it all ways. The Series 2, of course, can do an endless variety of jobs. This fire engine version with its new type of cab is a highly efficient firefighter which can operate in confined spaces and over awkward ground that no full-sized fire appliance can reach. Fire brigades of many counties and countries have proved that the Land Rover is an indispensable piece of equipment. Police forces of many lands have made the same discovery, particularly in countries where police must control vast and virgin territories. This is a long chassis station wagon version of the Series 2, taking the toughest going in its stride. And this is only one of the 101 jobs for which government bodies all over the world have found the Land Rover the ideal vehicle. And the regular station wagon is still in production. For the farmer, whatever type of land he is working and whatever his special problems, the Land Rover has the answer. It can take over many of the functions of the tractor and still be available for many tasks which the tractor cannot do without a trailer, or cannot do at all. This is the regular version of the Series 2. The rear power takeoff of the Land Rover offers a host of possibilities. Mechanical sawing, crop spraying, post-hole digging, driving baling and other agricultural machines, and also air compressors. The power takeoff can also drive an electric generator for such purposes as welding, emergency lighting, and any other purpose for which a mobile power supply is required. Here is the newest development in winching. A hydraulic drum winch, with its flexibility and ease of control, enhances the already proven performance of the Land Rover on rough terrain. Power in the form of oil under pressure is supplied to the hydraulic motor by a center power takeoff driven pump. A lever in the cab directs the oil flow in either forward or reverse direction. A hydraulic relief valve limits the pull on the cable to 4,000 pounds maximum. And now to cars. The Rover Company are always seeking ways to improve the appearance of their already handsome vehicles. Here are 3 new features which have been adopted as standard on all models. The recessed radiator grille of polished aluminium, more effective bumpers with sturdier overriders, and a chromium strip giving a more up-to-date line. Experience and experiment. Tradition and a constant search for new ideas. It is this which makes the name of Rover synonymous with excellence in motor engineering.